Good evening, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. We are talking about Power View topics. So already we knew visual interactions. We also spoken about what is a drilling through and what is a drilling down. And the next topic is Power BI visualizations. Okay, we have a lot of visualizations. This I'm going to be starting from Monday, and this as of now I'm just skipping for today. Let me complete these two small topics today, and from Monday we are going to be focusing on visualizations. We have a lot of visualizations, right? So when to use which visualization, that is the topic we have. It will take 1 week, so whole week we will be completing Power BI visualizations, and today will complete the time permits both. Okay, so from Monday we're going to be starting with Power BI visualizations. Okay, so when to use which visualization and what are the formatting properties, what are the feed wells, all of them will discuss from Monday's class, from Monday onwards. Okay, so what is the grouping, what is the binning, and what is the sorting? And the one more topic is very simple topic: selection pan and bookmarks. Okay, all these are Power View topics. You will get hardly 1 or 2 questions. What is a drilling through report? What is a drilling down report? And you may get what is a selection pan and bookmarks. That's it. They don't ask you what is the grouping, binning, and they don't ask you what is the pie chart, what is this chart. They don't ask you, but just listen to these classes once, and otherwise enough. Okay, drilling through, drilling down, and what is a selection pan and bookmarks. Okay, these are the questions are asked. 1 or 2 questions only will come from this topic. So this is or you can just ignore this topic. Don't not much to prepare in this. Now I wanted to discuss today what is a grouping and what is a binning and what is sorting. I wanted to take Power BI desktop. So tomorrow we don't have a class because of Saturday, Sunday we don't have any classes, right? Monday we'll continue with the remaining topics, okay, from the Power View. So I wanted to get Excel workbook, and let me go to the drive and get the Adventure Works data. I want to get the Adventure Works data and customer table, products table, sales table. I wanted to take it. So data is being loaded. Please wait. I wanted to go to view menu and create some visualizations. The first one I wanted to have, I wanted to take a stacked column chart, and let me close this. I wanted to have customer name wise. I wanted to have the first name, customer first name wise. I wanted to have the sales amount. Can we have? Why not? So as soon as you load the data, you have to check whether data modeling is properly done or not. If the data modeling is done properly, then you will be able to get any kind of a data without any problem. So you will be able to get so a lot of data here. And I wanted to format some changes. Click on this general and go to effects. Now visual border, shadow, go to visual, and data labels are on. I wanted to sort. So how do you sort the data here? Click on this. There is a sorting. Sorting, I would like to know based on the sales amount and descending order. But instead of that, first name, and within the first name, I wanted to have ascending order. Clear? So you will be able to find out all this data, what is the customer name and what is the sales amount. Customer name with the sales amount. I have data like this. But my question is, I wanted to create a customized grouping. What do you mean by customized grouping? So normally when you have a grouping, for example, I have a sales is a 10 and one more A sales is 20, B sales is 12 and B sales is, let us say, a 10. So when I group it by A group means you have A and 10 plus 20 equals to 30. This is grouping by A and grouping by B. So B 12 and this one, the total is 22. Normal grouping means you will take complete similar data, you're going to be grouping it and aggregating the data. This is normal grouping. But I am not talking about this kind of a grouping. I want to have a customized grouping. What does it mean? What do you mean by customized grouping? For example, I wanted to have all the names starting with the A. I wanted to group them together and I wanted to take the sales of all these people and A group. This is A group and some sales. Like that, I wanted to group all the names starting with the B. I would like to create a group, B group, and I wanted to get these numbers and I would like to aggregate them. So like that, I wanted to create my own group, or I wanted to have A comma B is one group, C comma D one more group, E comma F comma G comma H is one more group. I wanted to create a group on my own. There is no rule that you have to create like that, but the customer is asking, I have to create a group called A comma B. Okay. So can you create a group? So your normal group means it is going to be taking similar data and going to grouping it. But here customer is saying you need to say A comma B comma A comma B one more group. For example, I wanted to give you country wise sales, but they're giving you country called India, Japan, Asia, India, Japan, and America is one group. China, Singapore, and Saudi Arabia, one more group. And South Africa and India, again, one more group. Like that, they wanted to create a customized group. Can you create? You will not be able to create in SQL Server. We have to create a grouping here. That is what is called customized grouping. For example, now I wanted to take this and go back to the next window. In this, I wanted to, let me go and delete all this first name and sales amount. In this, I wanted to have order date wise. What is the order date? For example, when you go to the sales table, you have an order date. So you wanted to know what is the August 1st sales, what is the August 2nd sales, August 4th sales. So I wanted to get a date wise sales. How to get the date wise sales? You have to go here, drag and drop order date, and you will be able to drag and drop the sales amount. But unfortunately, I am not able to get that date. I am not able to get the date. I'm able to get the year. But what is my requirement? My requirement, I have to get the date-wise sales. But what I'm retrieving, what I'm showing here year-wise. Why? Because when you drag and drop the order date, so order date column has a hierarchy. So the same hierarchy is going to be taking here, and automatically you will be able to get drilled in down report. But I don't have drill down report. I don't want to have year-wise data. I wanted to have a date-wise data. So how do you get date-wise data? You have to do one more step here. You have to go and instead of choosing a date hierarchy, you use order date. That's it. When you choose the order date, it is going to be giving you complete date-wise sales. But unfortunately, it is giving you month and year, month and year. I don't need a month. I need the complete date. I would like to get it. So again, you have to do some changes. These are available in the x-axis. This is x-axis and this is y-axis, right? So you have to change. I don't want to have the only month and year. I would like to get the complete date. So where you need to change? In the x-axis. So if you wanted to do some kind of a changes here, go to the x-axis. This is what is called x-axis. You go to here and there is a x-axis here and there is a property called type continuous and the categorical. When you go to categorical, automatically you will be able to get a beautiful visualization. Clear? You will be able to get a beautiful visualization. Now, this will give you a year-wise data. Okay, this will give you July 1st, July 2nd, July 3rd, July 4th, July 5th, like that continuous sales you will be able to get it. So this is how we will be able to get it. So let me show you what all I have done it. You need to drag and drop order date first. So you will be able to get this. So you need to go and choose order date here. Step number 1. So after that, you need to go here and it would be in the continuous. Okay, so you have to go to click on this, go to properties, go to x-axis and click on categorical. You will be able to get this data. Yeah, am I clear? But normally what kind of a grouping we are going to be having? We will have either year-wise sales, semester-wise sales, quarter-wise sales, month-wise sales, week-wise sales, and D-wise sales. These are some groups we can have it. But if somebody asks you, I wanted to get every 10 days sales. So you take first to 10. This is, I would like to get the sales. 10 days sales. I would like to get 11 to 20. This is a 10 days. 21 to 30. 30 first to 9. Like that, every 10 days sales, I would like to get it. Now tell me, every 10 days means there is no ready-made function. Every week sales you can get it. Every month sales you can get it. Every day sales you can get it. But every 10 days sales, every 8 days sales, every 20 days sales, every 13 days sales, if you wanted to create, you have to create a customized grouping. Am I clear? So it is very, very difficult for you to get the 10 days sales, without our grouping. So grouping means you can have year-wise data, semester-wise data, quarter-wise data. These are ready-made groups we have. But you will not be able to get every 10 days sales or every 4.5 month sales. Every 4.5 month sales you would like to get it. How do you get it? So you need to create a customized grouping. So let me create a group. So let me create a group. Okay, so grouping and binning is the agenda. So we are talking about customized grouping. So if you wanted to group, then definitely you can have the dimension columns. What are the dimension columns? Any column which can be a text column, date and time column, a number column. This is what is called a dimension column. So dimension and the fact concept coming from data warehousing. What is a dimension and what is a fact? This is the concept of data warehousing, because normally reportings are going to be getting the data from the data warehouse, because data analytics means you're going to be taking always OLAP data, data warehousing data. Reporting data means completely OLAP data. Nobody is going to be creating a reports on OLTP for analysis purpose. So you wanted to analyze large amount of data. OLTP may have 3 months data, 6 months data. What is that you're going to be analyzing there? Okay. You don't do any kind of a beautiful analytics on the OLTP data. So reporting analytics means always you need to understand it is always data warehousing. Remember this point. If somebody says reporting and data analytics means it is not OLTP data, it is always data analytics can be done on the data warehousing or the OLAP data, historical data, large amount of data. Always, whenever you call reporting, so you will be getting a dimension and a fact. What do you mean by dimension? Dimension means any textual data or any date and time data. So that is what is called dimensional data. For example, customer name, text data, customer city, text data, customer date. Okay, customer date is also textual data. So for example, we'll say dim date, dim time, right? Dim location, dim customer. So date and time data is also a dimensional data only. What is a fact data? Fact data means number data or any numerical data. Any numerical data is called as a fact data. For example, sales amount. So for example, here a customer name, customer address, customer location, customer data for sales. All these are dimensional data. Clear? So what is a fact data? Sales amount, tax paid, discount given, right? Quantity sold. All these are nothing but a fact data. It is a number data, numerical data. On this, you are going to be also performing an aggregations. Aggregation means what, Nana? Aggregation means the sum operation, average operation, minimum, maximum, and count. All these things can be performed with the help of sales amount and tax and discount and quantity sold. So it is a number data, but on this number data, you should be able to perform aggregations. Aggregations means what? Sum, min, maximum. What is the total sales? What is the total tax paid? But some of the numbers, even though that is a number, but that is not a fact. For example, employee number or department ID or room number or phone number. Even though these are numbers, we never consider these numbers are a fact. Why? Because you cannot have your phone number plus my phone number. We cannot have your room number plus my room number. And we cannot get average department ID. We cannot get employee number one, employee number, your employee number plus my employee number. We cannot perform arithmetical operations, even though these are numbers. These are not the fact data. These are the dimensional data. Clear? So dimensional data means the textual data, date and time data, sometimes number data also. All numbers are not facts. Clear? So room number, department number, phone number, pin code, pin number, all these are numbers, but these are not passport number, driving license number, room number, so street number. Even though those are numbers, we cannot perform aggregations on that. That is called as a dimensional data. So dimension means not only textual data, but also date and time data, number data. All of them are called dimensional data. Fact data means number data where you can perform aggregations. Now, let me tell you. So there is a grouping and there is a binning. So the title itself is what? A grouping and binning and sorting. Sorting, you know how to sort the data. But what is a group? What is a binning? We'll discuss now. If you wanted to take dimensional textual data, and if you wanted to have a customized grouping, and this is what is called a grouping. If you take a date and time or number data, if you wanted to create a group here, that is what is called a bin. Bin means what? Bin, dust bin. Dust bin means it is a dust dabba, or it is a box or some bowl, right? So bin means in Telugu totte, right? Bowl. So if you wanted to use the text and create a group, that will be called as a group. But if you take a date or a number, then if you wanted to create a customized group, that is what is called a bin. Clear? So what is a group? What is a bin? We are going to be seeing now. Okay. Now, what is a grouping? What is a binning? We'll discuss now. Now, how to create a group? Let me go. I wanted to create all names starting with A have to be in the one group, starting with B with one more group. Like that, I would like to have it. Simply go to the customer table and go to the first name, right click on this. I wanted to say create a new group, create a new group, click on this. So it is saying grouping. So what is the name? First name, grouping. So it is going to take A and come down in all the customer names starting with A. Starting with a shift button and create a group. So double click on this. The group name is called a group. So then the next one, group number B. Group number B, I wanted to have, and click on create. So double click on this. This is a B group. Okay. And I wanted to have the next one is called C group. C and D, I will be creating one more group. C, I have it. And I wanted to take D as well. So C and D, click on this, create one more group. Double click on this, C and D group. Okay. Remaining things including other group. Okay. Remaining data including other group. Click on OK. Clear. So I wanted to go and get the group. Where is the group now? This is what is called a group I have created. You will be able to get separate symbol. This is a group icon. This is a group icon. Now I wanted to go and use the group now. How to use it? It is very much easy and simple also. Let me go to this and I wanted to remove the first name. Drag and drop the group name here. When I'm dragging and dropping the group name, you will be able to get A group, B group, but I wanted to sort the data. Sorting, click on this sorting based on the first name and the sorting based on ascending order. So I would like to have A group customer 3 million, B group customer 1 million, C and D group 4 million, and other group, other people are 21 million. So tomorrow you wanted to split C and D separately, you can modify the group. Go here and remember it is a 4 million data. Go click on this, edit the group. So first you have to click on this, say ungroup data. When you ungroup data, all the data will come back here. You have to go and you wanted to get the C group. Okay. C group data, you want to have it. This is a double click on this. It is a C group data. And again, I would like to get a D group data separately. I want to have a D group data till this. Double click on this. It is D group data. Let me close and click on OK. Now you will be able to see C and D. That time we were having some data. Now we will be able to get C and D. Something is here. Have you seen this? Now you should be able to understand very easily, very easily what to be done or what cannot be done. If you wanted to remove something, you should be able to go back and delete the group as well. If you don't need this, you should be able to remove it. Or if you wanted to perform some operations, you will be able to perform some operations, right? For example, tomorrow I would like to remove this, ungroup it. So this remaining things will be going into this one. So let me click on OK. So you will be able to get something like this. So you will be able to get some data and you will be able to perform the operations based on the customized requirement. So whenever you take the textual data, you're going to be performing a grouping. Now, the next one is called, I would like to perform 10 days into one more group, 10 days sales into one more group. I have to go to sale date. So go to order date. I would like to create a new group here. I would like to create a new group here. And now it is telling me bins. First time, if you observe carefully, it was showing me as a group. So what is the bin? What is the group? We'll discuss now. So I'm creating order date. So the group type list and bin. The group type is list and bin. List means what? You will get all the dates. Now what you have to do? You have to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Create one group. Okay. So double click. This is the first group. Now you take again next 10 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Create one more group. Double click on that second group. It is impossible for you to create lot of groups because you have a large amount of dates. Large amount of dates. You have to take the 10 days and create. When you go in for a list, it will be difficult for you. Instead of a list, we are going to be using a bin. Okay. When we're using a bin, it is telling me minimum date is July 1st, 2005, maximum value July 31st, 2008. Then there are two options. Size of the bin, number of bins. I choose the size of the bin. each bin, each box should have 10 days data. You need to choose like this. So bin size is what? 10 days of data I would like to have. Now when I click on OK, what will happen? It is going to be creating 10 days, 10 days, 10 days, 10 days. It is putting all the data. It is going to be splitting all the data. It is very, very easy. It is very, very easy for you to perform these operations. Am I clear? So it will be very easy. Or you can also choose number of bins. What do you mean by number of bins? So I need 100 bins. I need 100 bins, and means each bin you will have 11.226 days data. So like that you can also perform number of bins. But my requirement is that not the number of bins. I would like to have the size of bin, and each bin should have 10 days of data or 12 days of data or 12 months of data like that, or you can have 7 months of data. Whatever you would like to have it, you will be able to have it. So create, I would like to have 10 days of data. So it is going to be taking all the data, creating a bin size will be 10 and clicking on OK. So automatically, which is going to be creating, simply you go here and remove this order date, drag and drop order date group. So you will be able to find out. So 28 to 8, 10 days. 8 to 18 like that, you will be able to get all the 10 days data group it, and the total sales is 9 million. Like that, you will be able to get a 10 days sales, and it is going to be giving you the grand totals for every 10 days sales. Am I clear? So this is how you should be able to perform the operations every 9 days, every 10 days, every 3 days, every 4 days. However you want to perform, you should be able to perform the operations very, very easily, and you can perform the grouping. You can perform the grouping very, very easily. Now, Siddhi is telling me, can we have a dynamic or DAX function for this? To create every 10 days means you need to write the complex DAX function. You can do it. But instead of creating our own function, already we have a grouping and everything, right? We can use this so that we can easily achieve this operation. Yeah, clear? So this is how you will be able to perform this. If you don't need tomorrow, you can also remove this. Sometimes what they happen, you have to show top 5 product sales. Okay, top 5 product sales and remaining product sales. Create 2 groups. One is called top 5 products and remaining called other products. So you can sort the data, get the top 5 products, and remaining will be another. So like that, whatever you want to have it, or top 5 salaried customers data you would like to have it, and you can create. So whatever you want to have it, you can create and a group and perform the analysis on that. Okay, na? So that is what is called text means grouping, bin means date and numbers. This is pretty much easy and not at all complex, and we can create a first name custom group. So text dimension means grouping, and number column means we can get a list, but list will be complicated. So tomorrow I wanted to use a number. So date I have used, right? Number also I wanted to show you one example. So let me go and get the employee data. In the employee table, I have a employee data. So there is a numbering. I wanted to have the department ID, which is a dimensional data, right? So I wanted to use this and click on load. Now I got the employee data. I wanted to get this Control C and Control V and go and remove everything. I wanted to drag and drop a department table. So department table. So department ID, where is department ID? Department ID, let me drag and drop it. And department salary also I wanted to go. This is normal department wise salary, but I would like to create a grouping. So department ID is a number, right? So department ID is a number. I would like to perform a grouping on the department IDs. How to group the data? It's very, very simple. You go create a new group. Okay. So when you have a number, it is going to be giving you bin. So you have a list. List means these are the numbers. When list can be useful, when you have a limited data, I can say group number 10 and 20, all of them are one group. Then 40 and 50, one more group. Remaining things are one more group. Like that, I can create like this. Department, a group can be done like this. Now this one, we should be able to drag and drop. You go to visualization, you can remove this and drag and drop the group name. So 10, 20, 30 salary is this much, 40 and 50 and other and a blank. Blank means people who have people who are on the bench. So those people are also separated. We can create a numbered, okay? So we're going to perform the grouping based on the numbered data. So you will be able to perform this. Now you can have a list, or let me create a new group, and instead of a list, I can also use a bin. So in the bin, the minimum value and maximum value. So size of bins, I would like to create a 10 bins. Okay. So bin size means 10 departments will be one bin, or 2 departments will be in one bin. Like that we can have it. Or number of bins, I need total, values need to be in 4 bins. Like that also you should be able to create whatever you would like to create. But when you have a small amount of data, you can create like this. Okay. You can create like this, and you can drag and drop the value. Okay. You can also sort the data based on by default based on the sales amount or the salary, which is going to be sorting, but you can change if you want to change something. Am I clear? So if you use a number data or a date and time data, bin can be used. And if you use a textual data, group can be used. Okay, now. This is pretty much easy. If you wanted to perform a rank wise, a top 10 employees salary, I would like to have them in the one group, and remaining people will be in one more group. You can create a DAX function and get the rank. So after that, you go and take these 5 rows and create a group, and remaining people will be in another group. Like that, you can create top 10 employee based on the highest salary. You can have top 10 salaries guys will be in one more group. Remaining people will be in one more group, like that. Okay, na? So now sometimes the people will tell you number of days elapsed. For example, I am ordering the product today. I am ordering one product today, and that will be shipped after 3 days or after 4 days. I wanted to know how many days each product took to ship it. So some products may be shipped on the same day, 0 days. Some products may be shipped on within 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. I wanted to get how many products have been shipped on the same day. How many products have been shipped on the first day, second day. If you want to perform like this, we can perform a custom column like this, and using this you can create a group. Okay, so how many products have been shipped? 0 to within 3 days, or 4 days to 10 days. Like that, I would like to have 0 to 2 days, or 0 to 3 days. Let us say 10,000 products have been shipped. Okay, and 4 to 7 days, only 161 products have been shipped. That means we're doing pretty much good work in the shipping. That's what you can understand. So all these things can be done with the help of your date and time columns only. Okay, so grouping and binning, very, very simple task. You don't get not even a single question from this topic, but since we have this topic, we had to learn this. So in Power View, you don't get any other questions. Okay, so you will be able to get so one more small topic, the selection pan and the bookmarks. In this, you may get hardly one question. What is a selection pan? What is a bookmark? It is a 15 minutes class, very, very small class. I will be uploading the video please watch this video and complete it. So grouping and binning, it is done. Selection pan bookmarks video, I'll upload this 15-20 minutes video, very small session, and just practice once, only once, and just leave it. And from Monday, we are going to be focusing on when to use which visualization. This is a topic will go for a week. Okay. So once it is over, then Power View topics got over. Clear? So Power View is only a nice to have topic, and concentrate only on what is it drilling through, what is it drilling down, and what is a selection pan, and what is a bookmark. That's 3 to 4 questions will come, not more than that. So otherwise, in some interviews, they don't ask not even one question from here. So in the Power BI visualization, they may ask you what is a pie chart, when did you use that, what is a column chart, when did you use that. So 1 or 2 questions may come. Otherwise, they don't ask not even a single question from here. So DAX data modeling plus Power BI service, that topic we're going to be starting after this is over, this concept is over, then we will be starting the PBA service last topic. Clear? This is very important topic, and in this we're going to be talking about how to share the reports, how to create a dashboard, how to give row level security, and lot of other things will be, data gateways also will be discussing. So we'll continue further, Nana. Chalo. Any other questions?